Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are back behind the wheel and fired up, and you should be too, because the fifth installment of the Fast and Furious franchise is bigger, better, and badder than ever. Hi, I'm Trey Alexander with Fandango.com in beautiful Rio de Janeiro, the site and backdrop of the story, and where I had a chance to sit down with the cast of Fast 5.
We're talking about breaking into a police station.
This is crazy. This is $100 million.
You say what? I'm down.
Dude, over the top, best ride I've had in years. I mean, seriously.
Man, that
Rock
means a lot.
on. Going into this, what did you guys want to do to keep it fresh? You know, and deliver to the audience what they wanted to see?
We learned from doing the first 3 Fast and Furiouses that the audience wanted the films to connect and to speak to each other and to grow. So when we started doing Fast and Furious, 2009 one, we had already thought what 3 pictures would look like.
Okay.
People have asked me, why are we in Rio in Fast 5? In Fast and Furious in 2009, there's a scene between Dom and Letty on the beach, and Letty says, I hear Rio is good this time of year, from Vince. And we know, in the beginning of this movie, when Dom gets broken out of the bus, we know that he has a childhood friend somewhere south of the border, which is Rio. And that's how we end up in Rio.
Usually by the time you get to the 5th film of a franchise, you start running out of steam, but it feels like the franchise is actually picking up steam.
Yeah, you know, I think because now it's wide open for us. You know, we were a car movie, and then we were, wait, what are we? Let's figure it out. And I think where we really hit was when we realized that what people were initially drawn to was the focus of the family element that Dominic Toretto created in the first one.
Well, I think that's a huge reason that fans keep coming back to see the movie, is that in the first one, you know, it was such a family of misfits with Letty and Mia and Dom and Vince, and you have old characters like Vince coming back, played by Matt Scholes, and then you have new additions like Ludacris from the second one, Tyrese, that bring this comic relief in the middle of all this intensity and these intense scenes, and I think the fact that they are these people that are not related by blood and yet have such a loyalty to one another and are willing to put their lives on the line and stick their necks on the line for each other. I think that really resonates for the audience.
It's kick-ass action, action like you've never seen before, adrenaline like you've never seen before, stunts you've never seen before. But at the heart, it's family.
Yeah.
It's that conversation you have with a friend that's about to become a father, that we all have with our boys with a beer, about, you know, questioning whether you're going to be a decent father or how to do it, or will you be like the father that you had? I mean, those are really grounding, but when you've got a history with Ryan and Dom that's as interesting as it has been, those kind of scenes pop. It's, I think every kid's I think everybody's in the world's fantasy to be a part of a family. With the heist situation, the train heist situation that starts, the news of my sister being pregnant, all that calls for us to do something and call in all the old friends.
Right.
For a very Fast and Furious Dom Toretto-like heist.
You're going down, Toretto.
I'm right here.
I think you, in this movie, you really put yourself under the gun because you have this epic battle with The Rock.
Yeah.
So it's not just you know, Dom versus Hobbs. It's Vin versus The Rock, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, how much discussion went into that? You know,
yeah.
trying to put that thing together.
Yes. I've known Dwayne for over 10 years. We've been friends. Something funny, when Fast and Furious opened in 2009, the only person in Hollywood to call me and congratulate the 72.5 opening weekend was Dwayne Johnson. The only person in Hollywood to say, hey man, congratulate, was Dwayne Johnson.
Wow.
So I knew from all the comments that were coming in from Facebook that the matchup would be for the world what a matchup of Stallone and Schwarzenegger would be back in the day when we were growing up, and we never got that.
I read the script, loved it, and I wanted to be part of something that was special. And this is an epic franchise. It's been successful over the years. Man, that's difficult to do. 10 years of success in the film business, in any business.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do. So script was great. Now we have a base to create a really cool, badass character. Okay, I like it. And what's interesting to me is not being Vin's friend. I don't want to be his friend in the movie. That's boring. I want to hunt him down. That's cool. That's exciting to me. My goal for the movie was, just to come in and elevate it. Elevate it in the best way that I can, and not worry about, well, you know, maybe we could break box office records.
Right.
I don't want to worry about that. I just want to elevate the movie, and then everything else will sort itself out.
When you guys were developing the character, Hobbs felt a little bit kind of like a Schwarzenegger kind of guy.
No, actually, he actually felt like more Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. And he was written, by the way, originally, I believe, for Tommy Lee Jones or Josh Brolin, one of those two guys. It would have worked, and I thought it would have done well. They came up with a different idea, different direction. And I'm glad that they did, because now we take a character like Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. It's fantastic, by the way, in terms of his intellect, his instinct, and his relentlessness. And then we add physicality, and then we add like beast-like physicality.
How skilled are you at parkour? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I'm a rookie.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a rookie.
Well, you wouldn't know that by the film.
Yeah, I mean, we brought in a team, you know, some of the best guys in the world, and, you know, I love that, because that's the poaching ground for me, because, you know, if you're interested in just about whatever it is we're doing, right, during the filming of the movie, we're bringing in the best of the best of the best. And so, you know, it's the behind-the-scenes stuff. Like, so how do you do this, you know?
Man.
And you start working on it, you know, before you know it, your dive rolls are good, you know, and you're trying back flips and front flips.
I didn't do any kind of training. That just requires courage the day of, and faith in your stunt team, because they tell you what to do and they tell you how to make it look convincing, and then you just have to do it and have blind faith in the team behind you.
I'm fascinated with the fact that you guys filmed in the favelas. Everyone always talks about how scary it is, dangerous it can be. Did you guys have to go in there and like pay some people off to be able to do
Well,
something?
you know, I mean, we've shot in Japan and Tokyo and stuff. You know, I think the one thing is you don't ever want to be stupid when you're visiting, you know, new cultures and stuff, and you don't want to be like, you know, the American going in and throwing money. That's just not right, you know. So we, you know, first we went in, I got to know the people, the way liaisons would take us. I would hang out there in afternoons, watch like a soccer game and stuff, and just really get to know the community. And there's always that one moment when they're finally saying, okay, we allow you to come in. And that's, to me, means everything.
Are you ready for number 6?
Hell yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, we set that up very, very nicely. And I think the smart thing at the end was, Vin, Dominic Toretto, do I respect you? I do. Do I like you? No. Am I gonna stop hunting you? Hell no.
Chances are, sooner or later, we're gonna end up behind bars or buried in a ditch somewhere. But not today.